Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. We literally just got this in.
This came in like 4 hours ago.
I checked the post box, which is outside of my house.
Yep.
Something like midnight.
You check you check that box every 3 to 4 hours.
I like when packages arrive, and while I knew Aeon's Trespass Odyssey was on the way, I did not expect it to be here today. So we are going to do a very, very Quackalope unboxing.
Into the unknown!
I understand that this is, in some ways, a love letter or an homage to Kingdom Death.
Absolutely.
I have to
From
admit,
a Greek perspective.
I wasn't expecting a giant white box of death.
It's kind of like, did you ever play Black and White? You know, there's the version that is this, and then there's the opposite version.
I mean, it even has, like, the subtle imprint
shadow play
of, like, how, like, does it have, here's the question, on the bottom of it, it does kind of have the logo. Kingdom Death had a little bit more information, like a little bit more art design.
Yeah, and story there, yeah.
But
it does say Aeon's Trespass on the side in those shadow letters.
I was always told to flip Kingdom Death over when you first get it, because you'll never again see the bottom of the game.
Yep, that's definitely
Which is probably true here. You're probably never seeing the bottom of Into the Unknown. So, what do we know about this so far? First off, I know that a community, a bolster of people have been asking if I was receiving this because it so resembles Kingdom Death.
Absolutely.
The creators of this have made no qualms about it. They are saying they're doing some things unique. They are saying they're doing some things new.
Okay.
But there's a lot here that is supposed to be an homage to. There's a lot here even in the description of the Kickstarter page that is paying respects to Kingdom Death. Let's see if the box lift is as satisfying as Kingdom Death is. That's pretty nice.
That's nice.
That's pretty nice.
I'm not gonna lie, that's nice.
This giant white box, though, it's a little ostentatious. So this is a giant campaign-based boss battler, and I did not actually originally back this game because I didn't have the money for it. Like this was the edge of pandemic, I believe.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this was the edge of pandemic.
Okay.
Or it was slightly earlier. This might have been the edge of breakup for me. It was one of the two big life crises I had during the course of doing content. I was just out of money. I had no resource. I had very little career. No, I remember what this was. This wasn't pandemic. This was October-ish before pandemic, so October 2019.
Okay.
And I was living back at home because I had continued pursuing the channel. I think I was living back at home.
But I thought you left going home after
I don't
the
remember. I don't remember when this was, and I don't remember. I remember that I did not back this because I couldn't financially afford it at the time.
Because you'd already had $20,000 worth of Kingdom Death stuff?
I mean, yes. Like it was somewhere on the edge of that.
Right.
And I was interested in this. But I didn't actually end up backing this until a late pledge a little less than a year ago. About January last year, I got in on their late pledge, and I put a lot of money into this beast.
It is a beast.
So this is supposed to be a giant Greek-based, like a post-apocalyptic-esque world where Grecan mythology has fallen to creatures.
Where the Titans are fighting the Primordials, yes.
And now you're coming back into that landscape as Greek heroes, Greek Titans.
Yes.
And you're trying to reclaim the land. The artwork's gorgeous. I already know the miniatures are going to look awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a giant storybook.
Okay.
Which book is that?
This is Pitiless of the Sun.
That's cycle 3, I believe?
Cycle 3, yes.
So it looks like we have 2 more cycles here. So, Truth of the Labyrinth and Abyss Watchers,
yes,
cycle 1, cycle 2. Is there a touch of front flavor text? What is this book?
There's another.
There's got to be.
Here.
I mean, there is a "So It Begins," but we'll keep going. We'll keep going.
Yep.
we're gonna not really spoil things. This doesn't need to be too long of a video. Basically, this is us showcasing it, letting you know that we have it in. And I'm gonna be honest with the honest with the audience. I would love to be able to justify playing this enough to do a quick breakdown between it and Kingdom Death Monster.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to do that.
I agree.
The reality is, I don't know that I can do that. I need, like, on this video, I need like 100 new subscribers. To even justify that.
To even justify it? Probably.
Like, I need to know that there's people here that are interested, engaged, or like a crazy amount of comments. I don't know, a lot of likes, like 500 likes. Like, I need some type of effort because, you know, I purchased this. We don't have a relationship with the publisher.
That's correct.
You know, we covered Kingdoms Forlorn earlier this year, and I'm not convinced the community loved our coverage of it, even though I put in probably 60, 70 hours of work into that. And so, yeah, I'd love to play that. I'd love to get this to the table soon. I'd love to have coverage for you soon. People have been asking me. It's why I purchased it. And yet, at the same time, it's really hard to justify games this size.
So this is the first player marker. That's pretty cool.
That's the first player marker?
That's the first player marker. Yeah, the person with priority or whatever.
Groined out.
He is very loined out, yes.
I said groined out, but
yeah.
This is
the first primordial you will fight. Crazy hand guy. I don't think that's his actual name, but like you can see all these different hands form his face and like body.
I mean, I have to say this. The sculpts are cool so far. They definitely have a little bit of that body horror, which Kingdom Death fans love.
Yep.
They don't feel quite as weird or twisted or macabre as Kingdom Death is. You know what I mean? Like, they still have a little bit of a gloss, like a little bit of a...
They also are formatting Greek mythology-esque tones as well.
No, for sure. Which I'm not necessarily complaining about, but it's...
Look what he's standing on.
He's standing on the pillars of an ancient society.
Yeah. He's gigantic.
It's cool. I think the minis look good. I don't think... I'm not yet convinced that they look great.
Yeah.
But I think they look good.
Open that side.
So I saw those.
Yeah.
I saw those. I'm getting there.
That side's pretty cool.
Let's lift this off.
Yep.
Let's take a look what's underneath here. So here's a learn to play. I think I like the artwork more than I like the minis right now.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fair.
So we have a learn to play. We have a rule book. We'll check for flavor text in this in just a moment.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and just take a quick. So I heard there's something like 600 unique items in this game.
Oh, nice.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at these in just a moment. So all of this right here is going to be the different unique items, West. All of that is going to be a insane number of uniqueness. There's going to be tile exploration similar to 7th Continent, mixed in with big boss battles, with their like never fail system or something like that, with their like it's supposed to escalate the whole way through.
And the other thing I've heard is that the Primordials, when you fight them, they get stronger every time because you're adding different cards to their deck.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like every time
there's
you
like
fight
a scale,
them,
right? So the way that it worked into the other game, Kingdoms Forlorn, something like that, was there was this experience where the creature and the player both scale up as the fight continues. Whereas Kingdom Death, you are ripping body parts off, right? You're doing the opposite. You're trying to control. Now, it does get more dangerous sometimes, but everyone's getting weaker and more exhausted as the fight continues. Where they're arguing that they've designed a system that allows you to have a climactic boss battle, where it crescendos as a symbol at the top, where everything gets stronger until you do the final blow.
Okay.
Whereas Kingdom Death, it's kind of more of a wave, right? It's more of an ebb and flow. So, I mean, are these going to be our players?
Yeah, these are our titans.
I love the artwork
Herodotus, Ulyssia, Philotera, Solo. Yeah, these are all great.
These are like
Earthshaker,
Gladiators, Logic Breaker,
Maze Runner,
Game Changer.
Yeah, so these are probably not us.
And then when we get into this, is this like different locations that we're potentially exploring? I probably shouldn't mix these up too much.
Probably not, yeah.
Or
but
go
I think
through
that's it.
all of them.
And then that first one is the primordial that we fight
so this
at the
is the first
beginning.
boss.
That's the
So
tutorial.
this is something that we can actually
this
share
is the
with people.
tutorial.
And this is going to be the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how it's actually starting to scale and get more dangerous,
Yeah, so this is where you're at the very beginning during the tutorial, and then the next time you ever meet this boss, it'll be at level 1, and then the next time would be level 2, and so on all the way up to
potentially 10.
Yes, or 10, yeah.
Very cool. Let's pop those back on top here, and let's take a look at some of the giant miniatures here. These are cool that they're in the box.
They're very cool that they're in the box. There's other pieces, though, aren't there? Or is it all put together
stuff?
now? Oh, this.
Is this?
Yes.
Those are other things.
These.
So this is really cool. This is really cool.
That goes on there. So it's like a place that you can stand on.
Yeah.
And then there's additional, like, this person here has these little weird things that pop off of them somehow. Yeah, that piece goes in there. This little arm goes here. There's a wing over here.
This little arm goes here. This little arm goes here. This little arm.
Yeah.
There was no music beyond
Into the unknown.
Into the unknown.
Yeah, but there's like a wing here that sticks on somehow.
Okay.
Yep. And then this little piece here goes in this little hole there.
Yeah,
so,
they're just they wanted to add more detail to it. They wanted to make it bigger and more gargantuan.
So one thing I definitely like, if you're talking about Kingdom Death versus this game,
Sure.
I think probably one of the reasons why this might be a little bit more expensive is because most of the minis are 100% put together for you, so you're not building them off of sprues, which I know you say is part of the game. I know you say it's part of the game.
Experience. Like, how many of you out there love Kingdom Death in part because it introduced you or allowed you to experience the art of mini?
But how
creation?
many of you aren't buying Kingdom Death because you don't want to do that?
The promise Kingdom Death made to me when I fell in love with it, though, was that craftability, that customization. I thought that was the coolest thing. And the detail on Kingdom Death miniatures surpass every other company out there. And the reason being is because they do multiple, like, everything is print run.
But if you're telling someone who's not ever done that before, that makes it much more complex
when
and
I
difficult
discovered
for them.
Kingdom Death, had never built a miniature in my life.
As I've never built a miniature in my life until I built a Kingdom Death miniature.
So both of us were introduced to it through Kingdom Death. That's okay, right?
I don't necessarily like the process, though.
You're wrong, and that's okay. We've been through that before.
I
It's an
know.
established.
It's
happens
a trope.
all the time, guys.
True. It's very true.
All right. Here we go. A little bit of flavor text. Oh, Wes, give these dice a double dice check.
Yes.
And then, other than that, I mean, this is an unboxing. Yep.
Five.
Yep. You got it. Go for it, bro. Yep. You got it. Here we go. That's our guy. Oh. Guaranteed. Any game you send to us, no matter how many dice are included, we can fit them into our mouth. I don't know why that's a thing we decided to stick by, but
I'm not sure.
we can do it, and we have thus proved it.
Record 22. Aeon Trespass.
Arise. For a long while there was nothing. Then, excruciating pain, you awakened to the cold embrace of the old priest's wiry hands, his wrinkled face, an unsung epic unto itself, his tired but fiery eyes telling you that the epic is not quite finished. Awaken, dreamer. There is need. You are rushed through a half-lit corridor. You rush through half-lit corridors, sandals clanging on the metal floor, hurried shouts cheering you on. You enter a giant round room the priest called the Union Balasion. Green light liquid pours from the bronze pipes into a large pool in the middle. Long, thick roots hang from the ceiling, each tipped with a metallic spike. Is there a tree, you wonder, absent-mindedly? The old priest does not waste time. Hecton comes! It crawled onto the ship when we entered the shallows. We are the flame it wants to extinguish. Let it not. Dive into the pool, O Argonauts, and dream the dream of power. Though you have many questions, you recognize in the immediacy of this old man's plea. You submerge yourself in the emerald waters. The liquid is warm and soothing. Suddenly you feel elated and terrified. As another consciousness makes its presence known, you start to lose your sense of self. You feel that other more palpably now. Simple and unrefined, raw and primal, tremendous power of a titan. How do I control it? Learn through struggle. The last words of the priest are drowned out by the mighty bellowing roar of the hecaton. I'm compelled.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued. One of the things that this might have above Kingdom Death is the fact that it is, instead of a emergent narrative,
Okay.
It is a story. This is a step-by-step hardcore story.
Now, do you get to change things as you go? Do your actions
I don't know about
adjust
that.
the
I don't know about
story?
that. I don't know if it's choose your own adventure. The amount of books we have over there, I would venture to think there's definitely pathways. That's something that games should do when they're this size.
Agreed.
It's supposed to be a bit open world.
Okay.
Because you're exploring, right? You're going on these tiles and you're moving around the locations. So Kingdom Death is experiential. If this, like, there are some reviewers out there that are saying this is better than Kingdom Death, and there are, I'm skeptical, and there are some reviewers out there that are saying that the story is excellent. If it is, I'm really intrigued.
Very intrigued.
If it isn't, it isn't.
And I know that there's still the 3 phases, just like Kingdom Death, but they're different because there's the adventure phase, there's the battle phase, and then the voyage phase.
Yeah, different but similar.
Yeah, but I don't think...
you're not settlement building.
Right, you're not settlement building.
Kingdom Death, you're settlement building. This is going to be where you're actually like equipping and upgrading and growing your character and carrying a hero through from story to story. Right.
And from what I understand, you're not like going through years.
No.
As far as like the Kingdom Death process, where you're going to gain and lose people.
Yeah. No, this
which I think is interesting.
It's doing some stuff that's different. It's doing a lot of things very similar to Kingdom Death. A lot of the combat mechanics, a lot of the combat systems, which, to be fair, my advice to new designers, my advice to new creators is find the stuff you love and copy 80% of it.
Absolutely.
They're doing what I think they should be doing. This game may be mind-blowing to me, and considering Kingdom Death is my grail game, it may not beat Kingdom Death for me. It might beat nearly every other title out there.
Also, yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to beat Kingdom Death to be an amazing game.
Exactly.
So, we've got it opened up here. We're going to get it organized. We're going to get it stored away. And we're going to get to the table as soon as we can.
Hopefully.
Part of that genuinely depends on whether or not the audience is there to justify trying to get this to the table.
Yeah.
If they are, we will, because we run a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
If there's a smaller audience or something, we'll take our time with it. We'll explore it. We will have coverage down the road. We will be talking about this. We've had enough people asking us what we think this is going to be. We're going to be doing a head-to-head against Kingdom Death. That's just the nature of it. But until then, stay tuned. Keep your eyes out. Let us know what you want to see here on the channel. We're starting, monthly campaign games. So for the next 2 months, we're going to be playing through ISS Vanguard.
Yep.
There is no reason why Aeon's Trespass could not be our
next
March through April.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's also possible it could jump in the line before that. ISS Vanguard's still going.
We could get it played before that.
Yeah, we could get it played
But
before
I'm saying in terms of consistent content,
right.
in terms of multiple videos coming out, one every single week for a period of time.
Yeah.
This could come into that slot.
With tons of, here are the things that you could get wrong, here are some of the additional things, here are some tips and tricks to play.
Honestly, I'm just going to say that any publisher that's out there should revel to get their community to vote on their game to be part of that. Because our hope is to do supporting content, how to play, rules you might miss, guidelines, detailed multiple gameplay videos, and not sponsored by our incredible table here.
Exactly.
Sponsored by Bandpass Design, the company that is making it possible for us to play campaign games on the channel.
Yep.
So yeah, Into the Unknown, you have my number. Let me know. There is one more box that we need to open up.
Oh yes.
And then let's call it a day. I do still think it's kind of funny that it looks like a white version of Kingdom Death.
Kingdom Death.
I do find that. What else would they have done? I don't know. I am worried about it getting dirty and scuffed and kind of
very quickly. Yeah.
There's no marking here. It's
that was. Wait a minute.
These are cardboard tiles. Cool.
Ooh.
So instead of having all the paper tiles, these are all the tiles in cardboard. I don't know if I needed that. I'm sitting here. Do I bought everything that I think was available. Maybe. I mean, maybe I didn't do it all in. Let me know if I missed something. But I think I bought everything.
Yeah, because that and this, I think these were the only. Well,
and there might be a wave 2 coming. I'm not sure.
There is a wave 2 coming.
So I've ordered everything, I believe. I don't think I want this.
Why?
Because there's the cards I don't need. I wouldn't want that one game that you explore the island.
Seventh Continent?
I wouldn't want Seventh Continent to be cardboard.
Ooh, yeah.
This is a lot.
That's a lot.
This is I want everything to store inside of here. You're talking.
I believe there's 74 map tiles.
That or that. Like this is the conversation we're having.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of space and a lot of weight too.
But what does this help me with? Not sliding, maybe a little bit more tactical.
And
like
how nice are those cards? Like, are they cards that could get destroyed or easily messed up?
It's a fair question. Let's ask the question.
There's a little ring to pull.
I know.
See, let's see.
You tell me.
There's no way to sleeve this, though. Probably.
No, I mean you can get square sleeves, but I wouldn't want to sleeve it.
I don't know. I don't see. Oh, I already scuffed the side by picking it up. So yes, I would like to have those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not there.
That's okay.
I'm not there. I'm not convinced.
You can be wrong too sometimes.
I also am the person that did order the 3D printed terrain board for Kingdom Death, which when it shows,
really?
oh yeah, when it shows up, it's just a bunch of faces.
I know. I've seen it before. It's awesome.
But when it shows up, oh no, you've seen the fan created ones.
Yeah.
This is the official Kingdom Death created one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was one.
So there is one in the works, but they took a lot of time to try to make it playable. But I'm just going to publicly acknowledge right now, I am never using that either, unless I had a space that was only ever set up for Kingdom Death. Which, because it's Shira's #2 game of all time right now, that might actually be like if we ever have our own like space. I am not saying I would not just have a table against a wall that is only ever
for Kingdom Death.
Kingdom Death. It is set up there
with your like big luxury box that's up there too.
It's set up there. It's ready to go. Just like a little display shine. Shira and I can sit down and play.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
That'd be neat. One of these days, right?
Yeah, just you and Shira play it. Never your old good buddy West. Never gets to play anything. Just puts dice in his mouth.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. We will consider sterilizing these dice before we actually start playing the game, but because you're not playing with us, you won't know the difference either way.
You'll never get to play the fun games.
All right.
And play all the other stuff.
We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.